Yo, 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 what's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Uh, the pal Wolfpac Maine is here. How you all doing today? Uh, I was watching AEW Dynamite last night. Well, before I even watched it, I was playing some Zombie Army 4 online. And then I went to turn on Dynamite. It was like, I don't know, like 20, 30 minutes later. Hold on, let me get my mic. Um, it was like 20 or 30 minutes later or whatever, because a lot of times I like to watch on delay so I could just fast forward through the commercials. And so I turned on Dynamite, and RVD came out to, yeah, RVD came out to confront Jack Perry, which used to be Jungle Boy, because he was, Jerry Lynn and Jack Perry. We was thinking everybody was thinking they was going to have a match with each other, but Jerry Lynn is old now, so that's when he introduced RVD to come out. So I was I was pretty surprised right there. RVD was always one of my favorite wrestlers. I got my mic on, got my air conditioner on. So I'm just gonna be. I started sketching RVD a little bit, and I figured I'd just go on camera and do it. Um, so yeah, RVD, he has like a more narrow head, like long narrow face. Well, so it's supposed to be it's going to be RVD versus Jack Perry next week for the FTW championship, and the people that's watching now, um, you all know what that FTW belt was from. It used to be Hook's, but Jack Perry beat Hook, and Hook is Taz's son. You remember Taz from ECW? He does commentary on AEW now. Yeah, I was always a fan of the old ECW. Not that watered down WWE crap they came out with. Um, so I'm not doing a caricature of RVD today. I'm doing like a more like comic book style sketch for him. So like usually for like my joints, my limbs, like his elbow is going to be almost off the shot there. Just bring that around like that. Hope you guys are able to see pretty good. Hey, welcome to the chat. Hit that like button on your way in, please. Yeah. So how's everyone's Thursday going? I'm just trying to I've just been busy trying to get this channel to grow even bigger. Shout out to all my artists, fellow artists and gamers out there. Shout out to all my fellow dog lovers out there as well. Like, you know, having a dog is more than just an animal to me. Like, you know, they're family members as well. All right, so got the edge of his he's wearing like a loose tank top. So he's like in this picture right here. I took a snapshot of him when he was on AEW Dynamite last night. Yeah, RVD was always like he's like the coolest wrestler, like him and Scott Hall, you know, guys like that, Kevin Nash, and rest in peace to Scott Hall. Shout out to all my fellow pro wrestling fans out there. I can't believe it's been about Wednesday night on Dynamite. That was their 200th episode, and I've been watching since day one. Like I never missed an episode of Dynamite. I may have fell asleep like in the middle of one or whatever, or like half of it, or like I end up watching it like later that night or the next day or something. But yeah, I was always excited for AEW since day one because you know, I loved NXT before he got ruined by Vince and he was firing everybody. But you know, when I found out about AEW coming out, it was just like a breath of fresh air to me. Like it was just something we needed. We needed something new, like an alternative to WWE. But NXT was that was like the best show when it was on WWE Network. When it was only for an hour. All right, so I'm gonna make his thumb right here because that's where his thumb is, right in the picture right there. Do like a thumb shape, like a rough thumb. That's his fist there. Hey, welcome to the chat. Can you hear me good? And there's Renee Paquette. She's holding a microphone. Yeah, RVD. He was always like, well, he was high a lot anyway, but but he was just always so chilled and it's funny. Just like one of those laid back guys, but like his wrestling style was like always so good because he has like a strong background in martial arts. Yeah. Who else did I like in ECW? And to my viewers, Yeah, tell me who is your favorite ECW wrestler in the comments section. I would like to know. But like that whole ECW environment was like it was just so hype. Um, like the crowd just always like going nuts. Um, and please share this stream out for me. I'm gonna make this into a short as well, with some music and everything. Oh yeah, speaking of music, when on Dynamite when Jerry Lynn right before he cause he was like I have a friend that's in town and he's willing to help me out, and he stood there and then you heard the RVD's old Pantera theme music from the old ECW days. Like it was just so good, man. that nostalgia, man. Like wrestling was like so good back in high school and like early college days. Like and like my high school career was pretty much the whole like my high school and college careers was pretty much the whole Attitude Era and ruthless. What was it? Some of the Ruthless Aggression era too. So that was some good times back then, man. Especially like during the Attitude Era with like Stone Cold and The Rock and Undertaker, Mankind. Like you had your main eventers, you had your mid carders, and then your low card. But like everybody was over. Like everybody, and in other words, everybody was popular in their own way. Like they all brought something to the table. Everybody had like their own storylines. Even like the lower like the lower level guys or like the low card. And then every Tuesday, the next day at school, we just talk. We talk about what Stone Cold did or what The Rock did and stuff in my art classes. And that's how I met most of my best friends was through like art and wrestling and video games and stuff like that. So I call them my Wolfpac, and that's like part of my name. It's like a brotherhood of us best buddies. It's a fun fact for you there. All right, so I'm gonna draw my my guidelines. Like I do a straight line down the center of his face, and he's looking at us, but his face is tilted up a little bit, and his eyes is kind of droopy. So I'm gonna curve that. So it's like, actually, I gotta make his ear a little shorter there. Made it too tall. So his eyes meet at like the top of his ears there. When you do faces, you really gotta take account of proportions and measurements and stuff. Let me move this over here so you guys can see him. Well, that's the face right there. So I'm gonna put that here. Um, I'm going to share this stream on my community wall and on my I gotta share this on my community wall and on my Instagram. All right, put that there. All right. Hope you guys can see. Do the bridge of his nose. All right, so the bottom of his nose is like right in the center part of his ear. I'll curve that line right there. Man, looks so high in this picture, man. But you know, he's always been a strong advocate for the cannabis industry, and like he has his own CBD company now. Like he was even on Raw for the was it for like the Hall of Fame? Yeah, it was for like the Hall of Fame. I think it was like a couple years ago, and he gave Vince some some rolling papers backstage. Oh man. Like same like with RVD and Scott Hall. Every time you saw them on TV, they always looked I don't know, they always looked relaxed and chilled or whatever. Like you didn't really see them like pissed off a lot or cussing people out and stuff like and amped up like like Stone Cold or The Rock and stuff like that. Yeah, his upper lip is not is pretty thin. I had to leave space for his two front teeth there. So that's why I had to erase it. Hey, welcome in. Hit that like button. How you all doing? How you all doing today? Thanks for stopping by. Okay, I think that's better right there. Yeah. Can you all hear me pretty good? I'm gonna draw his pupils. Man, his it's cracking me up, man. Like his eyes, his eyes look so glassed over. That dude had to be high last night, man. Oh yeah, he does RVD. He does stand up comedy too. He's pretty funny, especially like when he tells those shoot interviews. Now, shoot interviews, they are pretty much unscripted interviews. Like they just ask the wrestler anything, and they just give them their honest truth about other people, pretty much. And those be some good stories too, man. Um, Honky Tonk Man, uh, Honky Tonk Man, he gave some funny shoot interviews. um, uh, the Iron Sheik, rest in peace, the Iron Sheik. That uh, that dude was crazy, and he really did not like Hulk Hogan. He said Hogan kept standing him up whenever they would try to like do dinner or something like that. So he just called him a liar, and he didn't trust him no more. So I'm just gonna start adding a little shade um, in his face. Um, Another thing with RVD too, I never seen him with a beard or a mustache before. He always had 5 o'clock shadows. So I'm gonna leave like more of a shade down where his beard would be. Yep, he's a fellow Michigander as well. Battle Creek, Michigan. I'm in Detroit. Yeah, RVD was like always the cocky show off type character on ECW, but he was the man down there. Uh, People were still cheering him even though he was supposed to be a bad guy most times. I think they was booing him though when he was when he was teaming up with Jerry Lawler when Lawler was down there. Um, starting beefs with the ECW guys. It looked like his nostrils was kind of almost triangular, kind of like how Brian Danielson's nostrils are. Man, I gotta erase these hard lines, man. Ugh. Gotta lighten up on them. And that ear on the other side looks bad too. You don't really see it. You only see like a very edge of it in the earlobe down at the bottom. It's to the microphone here. There's her hand holding that. Put her thumb. I made it too big. That's supposed to be the shoulder there anyway. That's the shoulder. Put the microphone right around there. All right. Yeah, his neck. Oh, man. All right, so I'm going to do his left shoulder there. And that, do his bicep. I gotta move. I made his torso way too narrow. I think I made his shoulder a little bit too big right there too. I gotta make that a little smaller. It only goes to like right around there. And I'm using the Apple Pencil. If you follow my Pinterest, I have pins there to take you to my Amazon affiliate links. I'm also using the iPad Pro. You can follow my Pinterest at Wolfpac_Maine on Pinterest, and I have a shop there with my I have pins there along with my Etsy shop there as well. You get my Amazon affiliate links, and all your purchases, even if you don't purchase what you see on my shelves, as long as you hit the Amazon link, it'll help this channel a lot. And as Amazon affiliate, all future earnings will be used towards my art channels. I can upgrade things, get better, get newer equipment, things of that nature. You can also follow my Etsy shop. I have that in my description as well. It's at Maine Creations on Etsy. It's all one word, Maine Creations. I have shirts, mugs, and accessories there. And I could do custom tees as well. So check me out. I'll put his thumb right there. All right, someone draw his other fist there. See, now my lines are starting to get a little better now. um, I'm just going in and redefining my lines, making them more crisp and dark and crisp. But like usually with drawings like this, that's when I go in and ink. I'll just ink it in after I do like the coloring or something like that. But this is just like a quick sketch for you guys. I made his hand a little too big up here too. And it's a lot of times too where you draw something, and that's why it's good to take little breaks in between your drawings, like because you'll catch some mistakes afterwards. Like if you stare at something for too long, like you believe that it's correct after a while because you're looking at it for so long, but you know, when you give your mind a time to refresh. Let me just redo this neck right here. That one just bothers me a lot. So right there, and then some of his back right there. Put a little shade there. Yeah, he has his hair pulled back into a ponytail. Like that's the only hairstyle I ever seen him wear. Was a long ponytail. I think like one of the only few times I seen him with his hair down was when he came out. This is like back in the ECW days. He came out dressed as Sabu. Got to bring that forehead more over here, that hairline. What you guys think so far? All right, guys. We're approaching almost an hour now. I wasn't going to keep you guys too long. If you like what I'm putting down here, hit that like button and share for me, please. It'll help this channel out a whole lot, and maybe it inspires some other kids to draw. Here's that other finger up there, the pinky finger there. Yeah, art is a good way to relax and pretty much express yourself too. I mean, I've been drawing all of my life. I always liked drawing cartoon characters and people and stuff like that. I was never really into drawing cars and buildings and stuff like that. I like drawing people and animals, cartoon characters, stuff like that. So here's my quick sketch of RVD. I would do some more, I'll do some finishing touches and touch-ups and stuff, and make a video out of it. Man, it's too dark. All right. Put some more shading underneath his nose there. There's always going to be a shadow underneath your nose. Add some more detail on his face here. He's starting to come out now. I'll put some dots in there for his 5 o'clock shadow. I know you can't really see it that clear in the photo, but they're there. Gotta soften those hard. I gotta soften those hard lines I put there. I put too much shadow in there. At the bottom there. There's not that much shadow there in the picture. Since I'm coloring in grayscale, what I usually do is I go to my photo and edit and go to filters and then just put it on either noir. I like using noir filter in black and white because it has more tone. It has like more darker, more of a contrast. Hey, is anybody typing in the chat today? The reason I do lives mostly is to talk to people, but I don't know, man. If people are not going to come in and chat with me, I might as well just make shorts out of these. Just do these offline. Yeah, it's looking more and more like him now. I ain't see he had another tooth back there. Yeah, when I get off here, I'm going to share some RVD. Yeah, he has his own YouTube channel too. I forgot what it's called, but I'll drop the link in it in the comments of his YouTube channel. And let me see his head. I still got to get his head just right, because his head actually is more narrow towards the top. Like he has like a RVD, like his head is kind of like a cone at the top, towards the top of his head. And I gotta raise his hairline up some more at the top. Like you really gotta measure out your like the body parts and the placements of parts of the face. And it's best to do that before you start shading, but like you always just catch new things as you move on. You might not catch the mistake right away sometimes. That's why it's good to like step away for a bit and then come back. All right, how long we been on here? All right, we're going to end it right here. Let me add some more shadow to the nose. Add some more around here. His lower arm, bicep there. But like, I'm going to turn this into a short. So you're going to see all the finishing touches and stuff over there with the time lapse. All right, this is what I have here. All right, guys. Hit that like button. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll be back with another wrestling drawing for you guys. Share this out for me. Tell your friends. Check out my links. Man. All right, you all have a good afternoon. I'll probably hop on my PS5 and play some video games later. I'm not sure yet, but you all have a good afternoon, and I'll catch you all later.